Poulomi Saha is at the airport, where the Prime Minister will be heading to very, very shortly. Poulomi, the railway station event, short and crisp. The train is pulled out of the station with our colleague Milan on board. The Prime Minister will be arriving at your location now for the inauguration of the airport. Everything set?
Oh, absolutely. Everything is set, and the airport is all decked up as well for that big inauguration by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The airport is right here. It's a little foggy at this point of time still in the morning, so you can't see much of the airport. But Pawan will try to give you a glimpse of that airport, which will be shortly unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Maharshi Valmiki International Airport, Ayodhya Dham, which will be inaugurated in a short while from now. It will, of course, be another short and crisp program before the Prime Minister heads to the public meeting venue, which he's scheduled to address at about 1 p.m. So he's running a little late on that, of course, as per the scheduled time of the program. But you can see the crowds that continue to pour into that public meeting venue, which is right next to the airport. So it's an empty plot right next to the airport where that meeting is scheduled to happen. The airport, of course, is all set. The new terminal building is ready. Today, of course, are the two inaugural flights of Indigo and Air India Express, which will be landing here this afternoon after 3 p.m. after the inauguration ceremony. Not commercial operations, but the commercial operations, for those who want to know, have already been announced. There's a schedule out there, so you can already start looking up for your flights if you're planning to fly in to Ayodhya from Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Kolkata or Bengaluru, because both Indigo and Air India Express have already announced the flight schedule for these. Many of them happen to be daily flights as well, so a lot of connectivity there in terms of options that you have when you want to come into Ayodhya, be it the newly redeveloped Ayodhya Dham Railway Station or, of course, the Maharshi Valmiki International Airport of Ayodhya Dham as well. The terminal building is all ready, and there are major expansion plans as well, Shiv, as far as this airport is concerned. There will be a terminal building which will be much, much larger in area as well. The runway will be expanded as well in the phase 2 of the development of this airport, which will be expanded by about 3,700 meters as well. And then, of course, there is an apron with 18 aircraft parking spots as well. There is as well. So various facilities, of course, inside ensuring that the operations are smooth, and of course kind of traffic that they're expecting to come into Ayodhya. So 10 lakh annual passengers, but the expansion plan is such 60 lakh passengers annually can be inaugurated airport, which will be.
And Poulomi, I envy you. Poulomi is going to be one of the first flight out of the new Maharishi Valmiki in a short while from now, after the Prime Minister inaugurates history. Gaurav is a part of history. Milan is on that. Reporters on the ground going on. These are milestone moments for the moments that millions of people, not just in UP, and I want, because the Ram Mandir is most definitely not just way beyond Uttar Pradesh, it goes way beyond India, it goes across the world. And I've just been told by our producers that India Today viewership at this point of time, and it means that no matter what the story, and especially today's viewership is completely in domination of all else. India Today's viewership has conquered rivals, and that is a tribute to have brought us this story. They are the only team who are where the news is actually taking place. That's the reason why that brought you that entire roadshow by the yatra of sorts by the Prime Minister as he reached the Ayodhya. Today's viewership, I'd like to thank all of our viewers. We are told here, but from across the world. So, to all of our viewers for acknowledging that. painstaking in the planning is being watched by so many people. Now, the Prime Minister, has a day in Ayodhya. The real stuff comes. You, of course, will be back there. Polomi will as well. These events are, in many ways, not just the Prime Minister will be speaking after the airport inauguration. What is this Sabha? Can you tell us a little? Are these just common folk who are assembling? Tell us a little bit more about it.
So Shiv, the motto that the government is now, its concept of divinity and development together. Connectivity, you also talk about the more plus our civilizational roots all coming together. Emphasize upon it when he comes here. Now, project 700 crore rupees will be dedicated to the nation at this venue. Some of it already happening at the airport, but the roads, there are many announced, and not just within Ayodhya, not just Dham paths, but there are also other major roads across eastern Uttar Pradesh, other parts of connecting Uttar Pradesh to other parts of the country. Electrification projects will be announced, a water treatment plant. How does and also be made the most modern city? That and Shiv, there is a proper roadmap for it. There are that go into very late at night. Official, and I was waiting so that initially for afternoon, then evening, then late evening, and then that meeting went on midnight, and top officials of the Uttar Pradesh administration night. Yogi Adityanath as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Rampath and the Dharmpath streets, the activities that were taking place, because his point was actually the dress rehearsal for the 22nd of January consecration isn't just any political event. Purushottam Shri Ram's Divya Bhavya, it comes up at the Garbh Griha Shri Ram temple in Ayodhya. It's a civilization. It is Hindus who've struggled for 5. They are finally getting it. That government is moving forward, and this is just step one. Part of the temple. Then there will be a second floor of the temple. Then the entire complex. For benefit of our viewers who are joining us, look at that excitement behind us when people are all about. I want our viewers to see what this excitement is all about. This is an early Diwali. It's an early Diwali. Remember what is the history of this land. So this is what I wanted our viewers to see. This is the common people of this country, and these aren't just perhaps at the venue. They could be either voters of the BJP or people the BJP is getting here, but all across Ayodhya. When you hear a Jai Shri Ram or anybody chants Jai Shri Ram, there are about 100 others who will respond chanting Jai Shri Ram. And this is where they claim that this is India reclaiming its civilizational history.